I will never doubt her again. I will never make the mistake again. Last week's chapter, I almost teared up because I thought that was going to be the end. But look at her, still standing on business. Still standing on business. Sakamoto Days, chapter 211. Yeah, I. But let's address what should be addressed first, which is that what I told you guys was going to be basically what was going to happen is that last member was going to make an appearance, and I think his name is Gozu, I think, and he has these claws that utilize lightning, and it's weird because like Kashima utilizes magnetism, I guess, but like for Gozu he just uses like raw lightning, and the crazy thing about it is that he's like he's kind of crazy strong if you think about it. And he seems like he's a brute too. Like he tanks a lot. Like mind you, while Gozu's fighting Shishiba Kamihate and he's electrocuting, Shishiba knows it's a bad matchup for him. And yet the whole time Shishiba, mind you, Shishiba's still gonna throw the ones regardless. He's still gonna throw the ones regardless. Let's not even take it there. He's still gonna throw the ones regardless. That's just what's going to happen. But Gozu is still keeping up with him. But it's when Gozu throws that ginormous bolt of lightning that almost takes Shishiba out the game that literally jump starts Osaragi's heart. And as soon as she opens her eyes, immediately through the meanest strike at Gozu, knocking out of commission temporarily. So it's crazy to me. And then the thing is, she picks up Kamihate, and then she grabs Shishiba in her teeth, jumps out the window, and runs off. She's a dog. She's a dog. She is a dog. I don't care what anyone has to say anymore. I always knew she was a dog, but this solidifies dog activity. She was built for it. She was made for it. And literally, the fact that Gozu still, like, even after getting hit by that, is, like, still enjoying the fight, it lets me know that he's just as strong. And if anything, it changes my brain wiring, because now I'm thinking of matchups. Because we lost Kamihate, Shishiba, Osaragi. So let's redo the teams. So for the new order, we have Kanaguri, Akira, Mizuki, Oki, Torres, Tabata, or the banjo person, Kashima. Is that it? Kanaguri? Did I say Kanaguri? It's either 8 or 7. So we have like 8 or 7 order level members. Oh, did I say? Hold on, we gotta restart. Gozu, Azuki, Oki, Torres, Banjo Person, Kashima, Akira, Kanaguri. Okay, so we got 8. So let's go to the Sakamoto side. So now we got Kandaka, Yatsumura, Shishiba, Osaragi, Kamihate, Shin, Sakamoto, and I guess we'll put Nagamo. Now we're 8-8. Now let's even playing field. Because respectfully, I don't think Hisuke or Len or anyone else from Sakamoto's troop is an order level threat at all. If I'm being honest, they're not going to be. And that's fine. You know, they don't have to be, because that's the whole point of the series. Now, I'm not going to lie. With this style of the arc so far, being kind of like a culling games for Assassin World, it does have me concerned, because I think we're going to have to... This is like the perfect breeding ground for Sakamoto to train, because there will be some fresh assassins who have the talent for it, and then there'll be some assassins who have already been around who are going to start coming out the woodwork. But the point stands is that I wonder how we're tying this in a bow. That's my biggest thing. I wonder how we're tying this in a bow. Because for me, I enjoy what's going on in the story, and I'm a big fan of what's going on in the story. That's why I read it so much. You know, if it isn't Sakamoto Days or Kagurabachi, I typically will read it after that. And there's nothing that I read before those two things unless it's a webtoon ordeal. That's about it. But to that point, I want to see how Suzuki's going to tie this up because it's now 8 on 8 with a couple other with a couple other additional members who are not going to be main combatants. So, with that being said, with Azuki having multiple personalities, will it be Azuki fighting people and swapping from personality to personality? Or will it be Nagamo and Sakamoto taking on Azuki? Or will it be a 1v1 Sakamoto versus Azuki once he gets his life together? And that's the part that makes the story compelling because we have matchup after matchup after matchup, and I'm not even sure who's going to be fighting who. Now, if Gozu takes on Shishiba, I don't think it makes sense for him to, considering how bad of a matchup he is. But if he does do that, then I guess. The issue that I see is that no one has the ferocity that Osaragi has, except what I can think of off the back of my head is Kanaguri and Gozu. Those are the only two. Kashima is not built for it, in my opinion, based on how she fought with Hio. I don't think she's built for that type of ferocity. I think Gozu and Kanaguri are Osaragi's best matchup for fights. Because otherwise, I don't see who's going up to bat for that. I don't think Oki's doing it. I don't think Torres is doing it. I don't think the music guy is doing it because all Osaragi's going to do is brute force through it. Izuki's overkill. I'm trying to think of other members who would be able to... Akira's not going for it. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. This is not... Even Kashima yanking Osaragi's weapon from her, it would be hilarious when she tries to yank it. She's just too physically strong. And she's too naturally, like, big-bodied to just let it be taken from her. I mean, I could see that happening. And as well as the speed, Osaragi's able to cut her hair before she even noticed. And so that's like... Again, it goes back to matchups. It goes back to who do we think is going against who. And so I'm really excited for where Sakamoto Days is about to go, especially for the coming chapters, especially because we are on break. And so we have a chapter come out next week. And so I'm really excited for that. And so we just have to keep eyes open and we have to keep watching. And that's pretty much all we got, you know. That's all we got to go off for this chapter. It was very eye-opening. It was hard as usual. Aura was there. So we just have to make the best of it and we just keep on pushing. So yeah. The Sakamoto Days, chapter 211. It's your boy. Signing off. Y'all be easy. Touch grass. Peace.